as per your requirement.
So let's everybody mute, please, once. Okay, संदीप खाली रहना आप. हाँ, आप खाली रहना.
As per your requirement.
Wait, विष्णु का है. विष्णु, you can screen share that feed, no? Live का जो आपको मिला है ना? Yeah. So संदीप is here. Okay, संदीप खाली रहना आप. हाँ.
स्क्रीन शेयर करेंगे तो मैं खाली एक ही फीड डाल सकता हूँ, दो नहीं डाल सकता.
Wait, विष्णु का है. तुमको screen share. You can screen share that feed, no?
अरे log on to it, Subodh, on the other on log on.
Live का जो आप.
Subodh.
विष्णु ऑफ कर दो. विष्णु इसको ऑफ कर दो.
Subodh, log on करके ना.
स्क्रीन शेयर करेंगे तो मैं खाली एक ही फीड डाल सकता हूँ.
Guys.
Wait. इसको ऑफ कर दो.
वो लॉग ऑन करके ना
स्क्रीन शेयर करेंगे तो मैं खाली एक ही फीड डाल सकता हूँ.
guys.
ऑफ हो गया कि नहीं हो गया?
What I would suggest, if somebody wants to see it, what I would suggest is that open the URL for Requeue and put it there. I have 3 windows open here.
Okay. I wanted to actually.
The minute I would suggest.
सुतानु माइक ऑफ कर दो. सुतानु सब ऑफ कर दो. तुम्हारे सॉफ्टवेयर में ऑफ कर दो.
Yeah. Open the URL for Requeue and put it there. I have 3 windows open.
Okay. I wanted to actually. सुतानु तुम्हारे कंप्यूटर से माइक ऑफ कर दो. सुतानु सब ऑफ कर दो. तुम्हारे सॉफ्टवेयर में ऑफ कर दो.
यार एक सेकंड, टीम व्यूअर
Hi, hello, hi.
एक सेकंड, दिस इज नॉट ओपन, टीम व्यूअर एक सेकंड, टीम व्यूअर
Hi, hello, hi.
एक सेकंड, दिस इज नॉट ओपन, टीम व्यूअर
देना बस कल। सबसे पहले होम लूप सब जगह विस्थापन होम लूप। हाँ, पीपीटी चालू हो गया उसका। अवनीश पीपीटी चालू है नहीं? अवनीश
एक सेकंड,
स्क्रीन पे छोड़ो पीपीटी एक बार, देखते क्या हो रहा है।
8 times 1 ना?
हाँ हाँ, पीपीटी चालू है इधर अवनीश, खाली तेरे को एक्शन देना है। अच्छा सुतानु,
हाँ ठीक है, आ गया।
हाँ दिखाओ। अवनीश तुमने ओबीएस से डायरेक्ट पीपीटी भी दिया है क्या?
मैंने
डायरेक्ट पीपीटी जाता है ओबीएस से अभी ना?
हाँ जाता है ना, 8 times 1 ना?
हाँ मतलब फुल स्क्रीन पीपीटी।
हो जाते हैं सुबोध।
हाँ वो दे रहा है वो।
हाँ ठीक है, आ गया।
हाँ दिखाओ। तुमने ओबीएस से डायरेक्ट पीपीटी भी दिया है क्या?
मैंने
हाँ दिया ओबीएस से अभी ना?
हाँ जाता है ना, 8 times 1 ना?
किसका लूप हो रहा है अभी?
तेरा लूप हो रहा है, तू म्यूट कर सुबोध।
हाँ वो दे रहा है।
हाँ ठीक है, आ गया।
दिखाओ। तुमने ओबीएस से डायरेक्ट पीपीटी। Guys, we are ready now.
सेपरेटली मशरूम डाल के वो सब फ्राई करके डाल के वो एकदम लास्ट में मिक्स करते हैं।
ये आवाज किसका आ रहा है स्पीकिंग का, क्योंकि सब म्यूट पर है तो आवाज कहाँ से आ रहा है?
मेरे घर पे बच्ची है, वो बड़बड़ कर, इसलिए मैंने अपने आप को म्यूट किया हुआ है।
Let's everybody stay on mute. Okay, what are we waiting for, Avnish? Are we ready?
Subodh has to give the signal.
Both is waiting for ready. Is he ready? Okay.
Cool.
So we do the run the way it was done last time. Now, what I'm seeing right now is I'm seeing it on my iPad here. Okay. Trying to make it full screen. Hold on.
Who will come on the right side of the screen? There is Avnish and there is Sandeep.
Whichever, that is okay.
Anyone come on? ठीक है.
All right. Are we ready? You remember the show flow, Subodh? Okay. So it's your show. Please start. Start with house music. All of that. Let's do. Welcome to the Phygital World. This Phygital World has been brought to you by Wizcraft. Wizcraft is proud to launch and announce its offering for the new normal. Working with us are a bunch of mad people. and I'd like to introduce you to them one by one. Let's do that after the event finishes. Before going any further, we thought it was appropriate for an event company and for a communications company to start the entire event with an AV. Can we please have the AV? And I'd like to introduce you to them one by one. So there's a story that needs to be told. And this story will help make your life a lot more interesting and exciting. To share with us this story, I'd like to call on stage my bald colleague, Avnish Gadgil. Can we please have Avnish?
Thank you, Sandeep, for your kind words and an awesome introduction. Though I'm not that bald, I have hair. Anyway, so I think these are exciting times at Viscraft as we bring you and explore the world of Phygital and what we have in store. And as you can see, we are all in remote locations, but yet connected as ever before. So let me straight away go into the presentation. For the last 32 years, we have been pioneering and championing events all across the country and even in international territories. And whatever kind of event we have done, innovation and technology has always been a part of our DNA. We have set benchmark events, we have championed events which have then got a lot of accolades across. And let me just give you a glimpse of those events which we have done. India's first virtual test drive for Tata Motors, we launched the Tiago. We built in our own VR gear, which was cost effective, and placed it on the newspapers, and it gave the customer an access to view the car in a virtual environment. When we launched the Make in India campaign, the Lion, which was the most famous Make in India Lion, was launched in Hannover Messe through a first of its kind augmented reality, and that kind of gave the momentum the campaign deserved right from the start. In 2017, the opening ceremony of GES was conceptualized by Viscraft. This was Ivanka Trump and Narendra Modi coming together. And as a part of the opening ceremony, we used HoloGauze as the medium to kind of bring alive the content and the storyboarding, and that was a first as well. We've also been doing a lot of Prime Minister events, and Prime Minister Modi is a stickler for technology and he always loves technology. So we used interactive technologies at the IPBB launch event and the Ayushman Bharat event, where technologies like conductive ink, rotoscope, touch screens, and so on, and the likes were used. Now, 2020 is the era of innovation and technology and being phygital. Yes, the word is phygital and everyone's been talking about it, and you might have heard this, but let's really understand what phygital means. So phygital firstly is a new normal of 2020. It is a new language between brands and consumers, a space where digital and physical worlds meet, and a complete experiential journey that is real-time, immersive, and yes, remote. The key word is remote. We are ready for it. Let's see what we have for you. Largely, any company has 4 types of different events which they do. You have product launches, you have exhibitions and expos, then you have special PRable events which are brand events, and lastly you have the smaller events which are training, internal and internal events. Now, keeping all these events in mind, we have tailor-made and curated our solutions, which are phygital solutions, which are A, hybrid events, B, virtual events, C, webinar and VC, 4, live stream and webcast, and 5, something called as the Viz Studio. Now, these solutions can be used individually for whatever your brief is, but also can be clubbed with each other. And depending on the complexity of the brief and what is the expectation, we are in a position to use permutation and combination and take your event experience on forward. Let's start with the first solution, which is the hybrid events. Now, hybrid events, as you see, is basically most of the event is shot in physical, okay, and it is produced in digital, okay. Just like real events, just like real physical events, the only difference is that we take the essentials of an event, whether it is a presentation, whether it is a product launch, whether it is an artist or entertainment. We bring all of them to something called as the Chroma Studio. We shoot all of that. We take that footage, we put them on a virtual stage, and eventually we combine it in a nice seamless experience for our customers to experience. Let us give a demo on how. Right now we are all virtual and we are all on these side screens, but because of lockdown we've not been able to physically meet. Ideally, I would be talking on stage, and how that would happen exactly this way. Can you have the demo, please? So as you can see, my doppelganger, in only from a hair point of view, is standing right in front of the screen, and that would be me in reality, present and doing this presentation. So we just wanted to show you how real it looks, how a person coming on stage looks. That kind of gives you an idea of the physical part of a phygital event. So right now you see a speaker. It could be an act, it could be an artist, it could be anything which we feel deemed right for the brief to be brought in a Chroma Studio and integrated like you're seeing the person in the digital world. Let me play a video for you, which will kind of give you a glimpse of what I'm talking about and give you an orientation of what happens in a Chroma Studio. Can we play this video, please?
您现在看到的就是腾讯汽车首次采用 AR 直播的全新体验，联合奇瑞。
So as you could see in the video, the essentials of the event, which is the MC and the car and other things, are actually produced in a green screen environment. There is lights, there is a camera unit going on, and all of that, it is then translated into a virtual environment where we could see the car being launched, we could see the presentation happening. So what hybrid event actually does is it does not compromise on the realism of an event, yet enables people to experience all of that sitting in their homes. Now let me give you a small introduction on how we can do product launches. Now we've spoken about the presentation, the MC, which is going to be on or the presenter on screen. Let's kind of talk through the product launches. Product launches can be done in two ways. One is where we actually have the product wheeled in, or whether the screen splits and some maybe a car comes out or something like that, or we can have the product launch in an augmented reality integration as well. We have taken the liberty right now from a demo point of view to show how an augmented reality product launch can be integrated. Can we have the demo, please? As you can see, the engine has come up from the stage, and we had a little countdown. We had dynamic lights. All of this is possible in the virtual world. The other thing which we are going to speak about is the viewing experience. So when we shoot all the necessary content in the Chroma studio, we take that particular content, we put them on the virtual stage, and we create a nice seamless video. This video is then beamed and given as a link to our customers or the media or whoever to kind of view it on their laptop. So right now the screen is taking perspective from someone sitting in their living room. Their laptop is connected to their TVs for a better viewing experience, and when they click this link, they get a complete seamless event walkthrough. That's how people will be experiencing hybrid events. Just going to skip through this. The second part is the virtual events. Now, what are virtual events? Firstly, they are high-tech, future-ready events. Virtual events have no physical interaction at all. Okay. Now, in a hybrid event, we saw most of the things being shot in a real environment and then getting translated into a digital environment. Virtual events are no physical interaction at all. All the desired content is created in computer graphics and different softwares. And suppose a client says that, we can't really come on ground, or we can't have something in the physical space. Why don't you create everything completely in virtual? That is where virtual plays a big advantage. You can do gamification, you can do avatars, you can do emoji characters. It is suitable for product launches, exhibitions, special events. And with virtual environments comes the possibility of exploring territories uncharted. So largely, when we do physical events, we always are limited by the banquet hall or the ballroom we are working in or the venue we are working at. With the virtual world, you can go anywhere. You can go to Mars, you can go to the moon, you can create your own sci-fi world, you can give your audience a complete wow experience which they have never experienced before. Just to give you a glimpse of what a virtual event looks like, we created a small demo for you. As you can see, the venue for this event is on a cloud. We have taken cloud as the base, and this particular venue is being hosted on a cloud. All the venue branding, the exterior, the interior is all created with computer graphics. So right from a registration to a pre-function to a product display and to a main stage keynote area, all of it is right under one roof. So if you can see, your user can select which area he wants to go to. This is a stage area, and in this stage area, you can get a live feed from someone coming in as well. video which showcases how a car launch can happen. The car launch, basically the car we have used here is created completely mapped in our softwares. All the detailing, all what is required to model the car has been done. We've taken a mapping sequence, and content, as you see, is projected on this particular medium. And all the guests are sitting there in their virtual avatars. So you can recreate your avatar in the digital world. It kind of maps your face, and you can see yourself sitting in the virtual world. Basically, virtual events gives you a possibility of going completely crazy, going completely breaking the normal standards of experience, creating venues, creating experiences, creating nice integration, and taking your audience on a different journey. The third offering is webinars. Now, over the last 2 months, we have witnessed so many webinars, from our Zoom calls to presentations to panel discussions to entertainment. There are multiple types of webinars which are there. And why is webinars so extremely popular? One is extremely good for building real conversations. Second, very, very easy to set up. Logistics is very minimal, so there is no headache of anything else happening here. Extremely effective for data analysis, real-time surveys, Q&A, live polling, much more. So if you really want to understand who has logged in, what is happening, who has spent how much screen time, etc., 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 these kind of platforms make it extremely easy for us to analyze. And as I said, extremely important and suitable for internal workshops, training, entertainment, where you can actually have real conversations, like how we are having a conversation on a Zoom. This becomes a very lucrative solution. 4 types of webinars, largely from business presentations to entertainment to training workshops and CRM. The 4th service is live stream. Now, live stream is going to be a very attractive service. If the lockdown norms kind of get a little easier and people are allowed to move around, then this becomes extremely, extremely viable. What live stream does is you are building an actual stage. There is an actual LED, you have sound, light, video, just as how you would have it in a normal event. But the only difference is there is no audience. The show goes on as normal, but it is live casted and broadcasted on on the suitable platforms across. OnePlus is a great example.
And here it is, the OnePlus 8 Pro, the newest ultra-premium phone in the flagship OnePlus 8 series.
Only the
from design to
and
display, from camera to performance, to OS.
And lastly, we have something called as the Whiscraft Studio. So Whiscraft Studio is that one-stop solution where we are offering services from brand identity to installations to concepts, ideations to content, merchandise design, decor, ambience. So this is a completely independent unit which will be integrated in all our offerings which we are putting on the table, but you can also avail the Whiscraft Studio as a separate service as well. So say, for example, you just want to do some nice Instagram or social media posters, or you want to create something which is only from a creative point of view. We offer that service as well, where we have a bunch of great designers who will be creating this and who will be spearheading this for you. Just a quick slide on the Whiscraft Advantage. We have been 8 years plus in the virtual space. Webinars and virtual have become a norm right now. But since technology has always been in our DNA, we have been, this is not a new thing for us. We have delivered over 100 impactful webinars. We currently, whatever we are proposing right now, we have a ready to go model for hosting all these digital events. And we have a highly experienced digital workforce. Some of our clients which we have worked with, IBM does a lot of webinars with us, Oracle, Cisco, so on and so forth. I come to the end of this presentation, and this is the time to kind of discuss the questions which you have been putting on our dashboard. And I would like to call Sandeep back on the screen, and we shall take the Q&A forward. Sandeep, can you come on the screen? I don't see Sandeep. Okay, so Sandeep has to cook some lunch, so he's gone. He's gone to make some lunch.
Sandeep will come in 2 minutes.
Are there any questions?
सुतानु वो आ गया, उसको डाल दो. सुतानु
हो गया खत्म? सुबह खत्म हो गया?
So Sandeep, we have done the presentation, and now we are going to be taking some questions.
So the moderator is not here. So we need to figure out how the moderator sends us questions. I have been asked.
Has to cook some lunch, so he's gone. He's gone to get some lunch. Sandeep will come in 2 minutes.
Sandeep didn't go to make any lunch. Sandeep got thrown out because the Bijli went.
Are there any questions? That's a very important thing which we don't have a solution for. If the lights go, then we're doomed. This whole
my question is, and Sankalp, maybe you can help. Now, how are we seeing the questions?
I think we have to also log in on Sankalp's dashboard, like how we have our web WhatsApp open.
One question asked by Sandeep Mehta is, how has the speaker's experience been? And I'd like to answer by saying that the speaker's experience has been fabulous because we're sitting in AC environments. Some of us are eating lunch, like Subodh. Some of us are going to be making lunch very soon.
Look at this.
Some of us are having Corona beer. But yeah, I think it's okay. So can we everybody come back, since there are no questions, can everybody come back and let's do a call to understand where the gaps were? Guys, I'm asking you.
Yeah, I think we should get everyone on a Zoom call.
Let's get them onto this Zoom call only. I'm sending them the link.
So both, you can unmute yourself instead of doing sign language.
Someone's mic is on.
Yeah, there is an echo. There is an echo happening.
Yeah, so there'll be echo. There will be
Stop stream.
Yeah. So Vishnu, stop the stream. And let's come on Zoom call now.
Well, somebody is